and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic of what is methane sat. So a satellite has been launched with regard to identifying the sources of methane and how the reduction of methane can be done, and this methane sat satellite has been considered as the need of an hour. So let us first understand the timeline. First we'll be looking at the news, then what is methane sat, what are its features, its significance, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is environment. What becomes important for you to know what is methane sat and what are its features. So the news talks about Meet Methane Sat, a satellite which will name and shame methane emitters, because this satellite will work towards identifying what are the causes of methane. It will also detect that what is the level at which methane is increasing or decreasing and what can be done to reduce the methane in the environment. So the methane sat, methane sat stands for methane and sat stands for satellite. And if we talk about methane, so methane's formula is CH4. So it has one carbon atom and 4 hydrogen. So it stands something like this. So this is methane, that is CH4. So methane sat satellite which will track and measure methane emissions at a global scale. Global scale means it will work at the global level. Track, it means whatever is going on, how much emission is taking place, whether it is going up or it is going down, at what intensity is the emissions increasing. So these are the things it will be tracking, and it will also measure. Measure means that the measurement will be done, whether it is increasing, whether it is decreasing. Then it is launched aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from California on 4th of March. So this satellite is being taken by the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, and the size of the satellite is around washing machine, and this is not the first spacecraft to identify and quantify methane emissions. So if the statement comes that if this is the first of its kind aircraft or satellite, then the statement would be wrong, because this is not the first ever in this field. It will provide more details and have a much wider field of view than any of its predecessors. So the field of view will be increased. It means that the area that it will measure will be wider as compared to the satellites or the spacecrafts which have been to the space before it. Now let us know about that why do we need to track and measure methane emissions. So what is the need, that why the methane emissions and tracking and measuring of the methane emissions becomes all the more important. First of all, is invisible but strong greenhouse gas. So methane is not visible, it is invisible, but it is a strong greenhouse gas. Strong greenhouse gas means it is able, or it contributes in the greenhouse effect, or it causes the greenhouse gas effect. Then it is the second largest contributor to global warming after the carbon dioxide. So when we talk about the global warming, that is the gases which are helpful in increasing the global temperature. So first is carbon dioxide in that regard, and after the carbon dioxide, the second largest contributor is methane. So this makes it very, very dangerous for the world, for the environment, and for the atmosphere. Then it is responsible for 30% of global heating since the Industrial Revolution. So whenever the topic of climate change or greenhouse gases or global warming comes, so methane also has a role to play in it, because since the time of Industrial Revolution, methane has also contributed to around 30% of global heating. Then according to the UNEP, that is the United Nations Environment Program, over a period of 20 years, methane is 80 times more potent at warming than carbon dioxide. So even though the largest contributor is carbon dioxide, but between carbon dioxide and methane, methane has 80% more ability, or methane is 80% more potent at warming. It means when we talk about with regard to the warming of the atmosphere, it is not the carbon dioxide which is making the most heating. It is the methane which is doing it. With regard to the warming aspect, even though carbon dioxide is the biggest contributor, but methane has the most intensity with regard to the warming of the atmosphere. Then it contributes to the formation of ground level ozone. That is a colorless and a highly irritating gas. So the ground level ozone, methane also contributes in its formation, and the ground level ozone forms at very near to the atmosphere, and it is irritating, as it can also cause skin diseases. Then according to the 2022 reports, exposure to ground level ozone could be contributing to 1 million premature deaths every year. 1 million premature deaths every year, as it can lead to skin diseases, and it can lead to eye problems and also the respiratory problems. Then comes what is methane sat. So methane satellite, it is developed by the Environmental Defense Fund and the EDF, that is the Environmental Defense Fund. It is a non-profit environmental group. So it is a non-profit environmental group, and it is developed by the EDF in partnership with the Harvard University, the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory, and the New Zealand Space Agency. So EDF in association with these universities, and it will orbit Earth 15 times a day. It means in 24 hours it will orbit the Earth 15 times a day, monitoring the oil and gas sector. Oil and gas sector, because it is the oil and the gas sector that, especially with regard to the fossil fuels, which contributes majority in the atmosphere with regard to the emissions of methane or methane emissions. And it can also create a large amount of data, because it will measure everything, and then the data will be created which will tell how much methane is coming from where. It means that the emissions is coming from which unit, be it fossil fuels, be it any kind of other chlorofluorocarbons or the hydrofluorocarbons. So what is the origin of these methane? Then who's responsible for it, whether it is man-made or natural, and are those emissions going up or down over the time? That it means the measurement will be done. Then the data collected by methane set will be made public for free in near real time. So the data which will be collected, it will also be made public, so that the normal people or the normal public will be able to see it, and it will be made public for free. Then the features of the methane set. So according to the International Energy Agency, global methane emissions are about 70% higher than levels reported by the national governments. So whatever reports are given by the national governments, IEA says that the global methane emissions is 70% higher than those. High resolution infrared sensor and a spectrometer is used in the methane set, and the satellite will fill critical data gaps. So whatever deficiency in data is there, it will be able to fulfill it. Then it can track differences in methane concentrations as small as 3 parts per billion. When it will be able to track as small particles as 3 parts per billion, it will be able to track to a very minute level. Then it will also has a wide camera view. Wide camera view will of about 200 kilometers by 200 kilometers. It means that the more area will be covered, and the data will be analyzed using cloud computing and AI, that is artificial intelligence technology, and this technology is developed by Google. So these are few of the features of methane set which will help it measure the methane more accurately. Now what is the significance of methane set and why is it considered important? So if we talk about the global methane pledge in the year 2021, 150 plus countries signed it, and it talked about cutting their collective methane emission by at least 30% from 2020 levels by 2030. So the target year is 2030. Then COP26 in Glasgow, it talked about that over 100 countries signed an agreement to cut methane emissions by 30% by the year 2030. So the target year is 2030 and in both cases the percentage is 30%. Now in the end the prelims MCQ and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. It is a PYQ of the year 2019. Consider the following. Which of the above are released into atmosphere due to the burning of crop or biomass residue? Carbon monoxide, methane, ozone, sulfur dioxide. Because it is a PYQ, I think and I hope that you people must have solved it before. So the codes given are 1 and 2 only, 2, 3 and 4 only, 1 and 4 only, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So give me the answer in the comment section and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.